What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Joey JCM, and we're back. We tried to stream this little event here, but just like in Resident Evil Village, there's a snowstorm going on outside. And I figured, snow in the game, snow over here. It's a perfect match. But wait a minute, I guess the internet and the snow really don't mix well. Plus, like, everyone's probably snowed in on the internet, so it was a crazy, choppy thing. So we're here doing it video style, ladies and gentlemen. 2121. That's right, JCM dubbed Resident Evil Village Day. Because, well, I wanted to finally sit down and delve into the showcase. The Resident Evil Village showcase. I'm a huge Resident Evil fan. And Chris Redfield, oh my god, Resident Evil 8 Village, Chris Redfield, the man, is in it. The OG, my favorite character. And I guess I'll reiterate what we went over on the stream there. So basically, Resident Evil 8, Chris Redfield. I guess, I was thinking the other day, I was like, is there no one, like, powerful enough left so that turning Chris Redfield into a bad guy? You know what I mean? So, Wesker's gone, or, you know. So I was like, okay, you can do that. That's cool. That's fine. But before I get into this, I do want to say I hope that when it comes to Chris Redfield, it seems like this may be his like send-off game or something. I think so. You know what I mean? He's older and stuff like that, whatever. But he's still, he's still good age, you know what I mean? So hopefully he gets a good send-off, if that's the case, or whatever the hell happens to him at the end of this game. But basically, the main thing, though, is that, so you have Resident Evil 7, and on the Ultimate Edition cover, you see the girl, and one of her eyes is, like, gold or yellow, right? So in this cover, you got Chris Redfield, and, half the cover, he's like half wolf with the gold eye. So someone pointed that out. I was like, oh shit. So maybe the spiritualism gets him somehow and it goes into him. That's cool. That's fine. That could happen. Right? And, like I said, Chris Redfield, he's fucking Chris Redfield, you know what I mean? So to turn him bad, he's going to be a powerful bad guy, you know what I mean? But I hope in the end that they don't kill him or something. I hope they give him a proper send-off. I mentioned before, like a Creed 2 send-off. I was very happy with the end of that movie and everything. So yeah, don't kill Chris Redfield. Let him say I'm gonna retire or something finally, or I'm gonna take a long vacation or something like that at least. So you can always bring him back, if you want to do like a 3DS. Or maybe on Switch, a little Chris Redfield adventure. Maybe he tries to go on vacation. Like, give the guy a fucking vacation. And then maybe on his second vacation, something happens. You know what I mean? Give him at least one vacation. That'd be a good story. Hey, I took a vacation. It was great. Some time went by. I decided to go on another vacation. But this time, it wasn't so enjoyable. Give him that one vacation at least. Let him rest, the guy. So that's one thing I do want to say. I hope that, they don't kill him or something in the end. Come on. You know what I mean? Like, hopefully the thing comes out of him or something, and maybe he helps you in the end. He helps you at the end of the game. Maybe he's the one that throws you the rocket launcher, you know what I mean? At the end or something like that. That'd be really cool. But yeah, I do hope that in the end, like I said, he says, like, I don't even want him to say retire. Just say I'm going on vacation. Just leave it open until you can do something with him. You know what I mean? So I hope that happens with that. So Resident Evil 8, right? I called this the numbers in the title trilogy, right? Because I do want to say, like, Resident Evil 7, well, reboot, right? Like a kind of a reboot there, Resident Evil 7, and they really did it really genius. They really did it in a genius way. They wanted to do a reboot, but they also didn't want to disrespect the past. So it was a reboot, but not reboot, but was, but not. You know what I mean? And they did it really gallantly. It was called Resident Evil. You know, I mean, they put Resident Evil 7, they put the 7 in the title, the Roman numerals, so it just kind of spelled, you know, poetically, just Resident Evil. You know, because insinuating rebootness. You know what I mean? And then it was really genius how, well, they also were able to incorporate the number into the word biohazard. And as you know, biohazard, well, in Japan, Resident Evil is called Biohazard. So that was really cool too. You got Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, and then you got Biohazard 7 Resident Evil in Japan, because it takes place in a house, so residents, you know. So there was a lot of genius stuff going on there. Resident Evil 7, though, initially, at first, I was kind of like, because I thought there was some sort of Twisted Metal Black situation going on. Twisted Metal Black, now, was the result of a backlash of... So Twisted Metal was, like, kind of perfect. Twisted Metal 2, perfect Twisted Metal. And then I think it started 3 and 4 made by a different company. Then they made like a mini, Twisted Metal mini, like they were like toys or something. So it kind of went from perfect to more and more like light and bright. So Twisted Metal in the perfect form, it was kind of like Spawn. You know, it was a cartoon type vibe, Twisted Metal 2 at least. But it was dark. You know, it was dark, but it had that fanfaricness. It had that, like, iconicness. You know, that perfect combination of everything made Twisted Metal 2. Obviously, the game was cool. So then when that happened, when it started to be made by a different company, and it started to go off in this, like, you know, light and bright scenario, I didn't, you know, but people were like, where's the darkness of Twisted Metal? So when Twisted Metal Black came out, it was like this rubber band effect. You know, it was like, it went light, and then it shot back to all the way dark, with no light at all. You know, that was Twisted Metal Black, and it was like, ugh, like, what the fuck is this? You know, it was missing an element of Twisted Metal that made it Twisted Metal. It was too dark, where the other ones were too light, supposedly. This one was just, it was too dark. It was missing that, like, the iconicness or something. It was too serious. It was like, you know what I mean? So that was my interpretation of Twisted Metal Black. So now Resident Evil 7, you know, people wanted like the darkness back and like the gameplay. They nailed on the gameplay. The gameplay is legitimately back to the original style of gameplay, just in first person, whatever. And then obviously they fucking Super Saiyan perfected it with the Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake. Oh my god, ridiculous, ridiculous perfection there. So Resident Evil 7 initially, I was like, oh, this seems like a Twisted Metal Black scenario where, like, they're going too serious with it or something, to where, you know, I felt like it lost that, like, that iconicness. You know what I mean? It lost, like, the gameplay, they nailed it, like, the fear factor, they nailed it, but it was a little bit too, like, serious. I thought it was, like, you know, like, it was no iconicness, like I said. Like, who was the Ethan? Like, you know, now he's kind of like gaining some steam, but like initially it was like, who were these characters? Like, you're not gonna remember them. You felt like, you know. But then the Resident Evil 7 DLC, part of it, maybe a piece of it, half of it, I don't know, really saved it for me. I really saved Resident Evil 7 for me, because it showed that, like, Resident Evil 7 really kind of just takes place in a different place. And out there in the universe was still Resident Evil. You know what I mean? They had Chris Redfield DLC, and it was so Chris Redfield. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And they even paid respect to, like, Resident Evil 5 and everything. You know, like, it was really cool. So like I said, that really, I almost like the DLC, those couple of DLCs, some of them are just, like, really dark and but those couple of pieces of DLC really, like, brought Resident Evil 7, like, into life for me. Okay, you know what I mean? Like I said, you feel like it just takes place in a different place. and the Resident Evil stuff is still out there. And then in another DLC, you hear certain Resident Evil iconic sounds with certain things. You're like, oh, okay, this stuff is still here. But Resident Evil 7, like Resident Evil kind of takes place over here. Resident Evil 7 is just like a little shit town, like over here, like kind of thing. So that was really cool. So now it seems like Resident Evil 8, from what I've seen so far, that they're like, you know, they did 2 and 3 now, so now they're incorporating more of the iconicness back into it. So I like that so far. So from what I've seen, I didn't watch the showcase here yet. Obviously, we're gonna do that now. But yeah, it's just a couple of things I wanted to say before we start this Resident Evil 8 Village journey. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so without further ado, let's get into Resident Evil Village. How you doing? Ooh, yeah. I don't know what to expect. Oh! Oh my god. Resident Evil Showcase.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us today, and welcome to our Resident Evil Showcase.
Okay.
I'm your host, Brittany Brombacher, here to give you a closer
Brittany
look at
Brombacher.
what's coming up for the Resident Evil franchise. We'll be kicking things off with some brand new content and an exclusive first look at Resident
Whoa!
Evil you do not want to miss. So without further ado, let's get started.
Let's get started. Yes. Yes. World premiere. Oh.
Think positively, alright? We talked about this.
I know. We hardly talk about anything else.
Who was that? Was that our boy Ethan? Coming again, of course. Oh, there's the residents.
Mother Miranda.
Mother Miranda.
To inform you that Ethan Winters has escaped that fool Heisenberg.
Ethan.
Because he is in my castle and has already proven too much for my daughters to handle. When I find him.
So Ethan's back in action. Why?
Yes, of course, I understand the importance of the ceremony. I won't let you down.
RE Engine. RE Engine is fucking sick, guys. Capcom. Oh my god, look at this mansion.
Someone please tell me, what the hell is going on here?
No. The place is full of nothing but blood and death.
Ooh. This is some like Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 1 fusion dance going on here. Yeah. Now why the oh wow. Ooh. Ah! Hey! Ah. I thought she was supposed to be a tall bee, but you were looking down at her just now. Maybe you were hanging from something? Redfield. Chris Redfield.
Wow, Ethan Winters.
Whoa. She is a tall bee. Village. Resident Evil. Village. Now, why the fuck is Ethan back in action?
Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you?
Let's see what you're really made of. Ethan Winters.
Like, oh wow, Ozzy Osbourne. The American Ozzy Osbourne.
That was amazing.
Oh, that was amazing.
So many questions. Like, when can I pre-order this thing? Perhaps producer Pete Fabiano has some answers for us. Let's see what he has to say.
Let's see what he has to say.
Hey everyone, I'm Pete
Hey.
Fabiano, producer on Resident Evil.
Pete Fabiano, how you doing? Come over for dinner.
We only mentioned PlayStation 5. I'm happy to announce that we've been working working hard to bring the survival horror experience onto current gen as well. Resident Evil Village will also be coming to PlayStation 4 day and date with PlayStation 5. The PS4 version can be upgraded for free to the digital PS5 version.
Okay.
It's also my pleasure to tell you exactly when you can get your hands on the game.
Upgraded for free.
Resident Evil Village.
That's cool.
Will be available worldwide on May 7th.
Ooh, May 7th.
With pre-orders kicking off today. Alongside the standard,
I've been trying to get.
we have a few other options for the game. First, we have the Digital Deluxe Edition, available on all platforms. Players will be able to heighten their survival horror experience with extra content, including in-game items. that
Safe
call back to
room
Resident
music?
Evil 7 Biohazard. There's also
Now
a
see
collector's
this.
console that includes all the Deluxe Edition content.
Ah.
There's a striking figure of Chris Redfield, a steelbook case, poster, and art book. And for those of you who haven't played the previous entry,
Now you see, like, I've gotten the Resident Evil 2 and 3 ones of that version, so like,
get your hands on the award-winning RE7 while you wait for Resident Evil Village.
if the statue wasn't Chris Redfield, I might, if it was like Ethan, I'd be like, eh. But since it's Chris Redfield, I'm like, fuck.
Finally,
I've been trying to like get it, but I think it's GameStop exclusive.
we'll receive an exclusive Resident Evil Village mini soundtrack.
Alright, I've been waiting for this. I know you've been waiting for this. It's time for the world premiere first look at Resident Evil Village gameplay. Alongside this first look, we have Pete Fabiano back to offer some insights.
Did we not look at gameplay before?
Let's take a look.
Just like in Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, you'll be taking control of Ethan Winters.
Ethan Winters, why? Like, I really
Make your way from the village to the castle.
thought it was gonna be a different character, but
Players will need to get in and search for their kidnapped daughter. As you've noticed by now, Resident Evil Village keeps the first-person perspective. We think it really draws players into the detailed world we've created.
okay, so they kidnapped his daughter. But why do they think he's such a big deal? I mean, you know, he did survive. It's making me think that, like, did these people birth, what's her
We see
name?
A lot of those little details come to life here.
And, like, they found out that he kind of, like, survived that whole virus situation that, like, pissed off at him.
The team put a ton of effort into creating a truly authentic feel.
It looks awesome.
Art
I
design
mean,
to technology. Everything ties in great and creates some beautiful visuals.
Capcom is ridiculous with graphics, man. Like, ridiculous.
Now it's time to meet some of the cast
Get it.
denizens. As you'd expect,
Oh, Hocus Pocus!
what's in store for Ethan.
Literally. Kill me. Ow, yeah. Feels good.
Man blood.
Man blood. What are you? Oh, vampire. Oh, shit.
Now, let's take a look at him.
Whoa.
Well,
Soft.
Well, Ethan Winters. You escaped my little brother's idiot games, did you?
My little brother's idiot
Let's see how
games.
special you are.
Okay, now I see what they're saying about this woman.
Shifting gears a bit, we're finally going to show off some combat. It's not just about shooting. Guarding will also be an important part of the game.
I like how when you zoom in, it doesn't go like straight with the gun. It kind of just like goes like still sideways, but more. Bam! Bam!
Each type of enemy has their own distinct way of fighting, so you'll need to change up your
Oh my god. Now, this is... Whoa, Jesus. This is hearkening to Resident Evil 4, too. And this room is that, you know, they're remaking Resident Evil 4. I wonder if this is going to tie in.
Remember a similar management system in Resident Evil 4. This time around, we've added crafting.
We literally just mentioned Resident Evil 4. And I was thinking that, too. I was like, that looks like Resident Evil 4, that item thing going on there.
There's also an assortment of weapons to find and utilize throughout the game.
Man, this looks solid. This looks like when you fucking shoot somebody, boom, it's gonna be like, Jesus Christ! Oh my God!
Anyone is hurt.
Boop!
To mention This time he's known as the Duke.
The Merchant.
He'll be going to his
Come on, look at all these Resident Evil 4 things going on here. And they're remaking Resident Evil 4? Something's going on here.
Keep him a unique look, and you'll often find him in different situations.
The Duke. This guy is... Whoa.
Smash away with your trusty knife.
So...
There's plenty of items to find in your traffic.
Doof. So we got Resident Evil 4, like,
Do you hear that?
item menu. Resident Evil 4 merchant guy type. Oh, little goats are
Of course, it
the,
goes without saying that there'll be plenty of puzzles to solve.
No, I'm sure there will be plenty of puzzles.
Oh, and plenty of surprises to keep you on your toes.
So I'm curious to how these vampires and werewolves come into play here. Oh, what the fuck?
I haven't cut open a man in a while. Let me straighten
If Ethan's in Resident Evil 9,
and just walk.
you know. I mean, see, Chris and Jill, they're trained, you know, STARS members, so they went into other battles after whatever, but like, this guy's just a regular fucking
Now
guy.
we've shown you what's in store for Resident
He's
Evil
gonna have to
5.
retire if the...
Let's take a look at the exclusive PlayStation 5 demo.
Oh, exclusive, yes, I know. Maiden. Oh man, this is gonna look amazing, man.
For this demo, players won't be playing as Ethan, but as a character we're referring to as the Maiden.
Oh, so you're not playing as Ethan in the demo. Interesting.
This experience doesn't feature combat or even blocking.
Maiden.
We're hoping to have players get a real feel for the visuals and audio as they take the Maiden on her journey to find a way out of the castle. And you can download the exclusive demo on PlayStation 5 today. Of course, we want as many people as possible to get a chance.
So it's like a demo
So we'll have
demo.
a separate new demo available on all platforms, ready for sometime this spring.
A separate new demo. So it's gonna be a second
25th anniversary of the
demo.
Resident Evil
Interesting.
franchise, with the very first game released in Japan back on March
25th
22nd,
anniversary.
1996.
Wow.
Since then, the series has expanded well beyond the realm of video games.
Wow.
From toys and board games to CG movies to live-action Hollywood films, Resident Evil has become a cultural icon.
Yes, it
Resident Evil continues
has.
to offer surprises around every corner, so let's pass it along to producer Tsuyoshi Kanda to hear more about what you can expect in 2021.
Aria this month.
Aria this month.
Players to join a class beta test. The test won't happen
Class
until
beta
early
test.
next week. But I want to use this chance to reveal more details. With the 25th anniversary of Resident Evil coming on March 22nd, we are excited to celebrate this milestone with a fan.
Celebrate.
Last September,
Love
we
you.
showed off a piece of key art showcasing some of Resident Evil's iconic characters to start the celebration. Now, I'm happy to announce what was behind that.
What was behind it? Tell us. Okay, so I did see this trailer. I remember seeing like certain characters like Jill and Leon, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And I didn't realize, I didn't think this was gonna be in this showcase, but oh my god, you get to be Nemesis, Hunk. I remember when I was watching this trailer, and I had mentioned earlier that like
Ariverse is one of the ways we're
how
celebrating the 25th
the Resident Evil 7
anniversary of the
DLC
franchise,
like does a good job of
showcasing
like
so many of the
incorporating
characters
both,
that fans love.
you know,
It'll be
all of
available
Resident Evil
for
together.
free to
So you got
anyone
Resident Evil
who
7
purchases
and
Resident
OG
Evil
characters in
Village.
this, so that's kind of cool.
Be sure to follow the Resident Evil social channels for the latest news. And check out the official website for even more details.
Ah. World premiere.
On behalf of Massive Entertainment and Ubisoft, congratulations to the Resident Evil team on their 25th anniversary.
Ubisoft.
Can't wait to get our hands on our reverse. For the occasion, we are bringing a celebration to our game, Tom Clancy's The Division 2.
Oh, that's right, J-Hogs. Wait, what?
Items from the original Resident Evil trilogy.
Oh my God, that's right. They're doing a Division 2.
Get Leon Kennedy's Raccoon Police Department outfit as a warm-up.
Mm.
Let's have a look at some of these.
Yes, let's have a look. Oh my God. And Division 2 was already like a fucked up world. Stars, helicopter. Ah. Division 2, X Resident Evil. RPD! Oh my God. Jill. Chris. Yo. Oh my God. Chris Redfield's original outfit. Shut the fuck up. We gotta look into that. Oh my God. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna be jamming. I think it starts. What is this? Infinite. Oh, a new Resident Evil CG movie. Interesting. Looking sharp in the suit. Netflix.
Wow, a lot's been happening.
Wow.
I enjoyed watching. But if you missed anything along the way, don't worry. Keep an eye on the Resident Evil social channels and official website, which will be sharing everything from today's show.
Oh, okay.
As a quick reminder, Resident Evil Village is available for pre-order starting today for the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 4.
Let's check
And don't
on
forget, PlayStation 5 owners also get a sneak peek through downloadable content
that
available worldwide starting today.
Resident
It has been an
Evil.
absolute honor to celebrate the amazing Resident Evil franchise leading up to its 25th anniversary with all of you across the globe.
Where is it?
I'm your host, Brittany Brombacher, and thank you so much for watching.
Brittany Brombrocker. Until next time, we're only halfway there. What's next? Pre-order today. Resident Evil Village. This is shaping up to be something. And that's cool. That's another like cohesiveness thing where 25th anniversary of Resident Evil and Chris Redfield is incorporated into this game. You know, it's like, And also, they're so genius in like this way, that way, but this way, but that way. Like I said, Resident Evil 7, you know, a reboot, but not a reboot, but they wanted to spiritually reboot in a way, so they incorporated the Roman numerals into the word Resident Evil to make it look just like Resident Evil as like a reboot. And now, 25th anniversary of Resident Evil, you have a game where Chris Redfield's like the main character, but you also have this Resident Evil 4 incorporation into there, and I said before that it's like this Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 1 fusion dance, this game. You know what I mean? So, they mentioned Resident Evil 4 a lot in this game. So, and with all the rumors of Resident Evil 4, you know, coming back out in that Resident Evil 2 and 3 style, there's got to be a reason for that. Because Resident Evil 4 is relatively, like, new. You know what I mean? Like, 2 and 3 was still in, like, the PlayStation 1. I thought the trend was, like, remaking the original PlayStation gameplay. You know, but now they're making Resident Evil 4, where Resident Evil 4 is, like, relatively, like, newish. And Resident Evil 4 is one of my favorite games of all time. Especially the Wii version, specifically. I don't know why, the Wii Remote, which is awesome for aiming and stuff like that. I beat that game, and that version specifically, at least 3, maybe 4 times. And every time you beat it, you get some shit. And not even for that, just it was just so fucking fun. I don't know, it's something about Resident Evil 4. It's one of my favorite games of all time. And the video is still playing. This is weird. It's still playing, but there's a lot of video to go here. There's about 10 more minutes of this video. Is there some secret ending here? Interesting. I'm trying to go to where the screen changes. We're gonna hear something crazy? That's so weird that it just has 10 minutes of just like nothing. Does someone talk in this eventually? Interesting. Man, so yeah, the remake in Resident Evil 4, like I said, it's relatively new, and it seemed like the trend was remaking like the PS1 style gameplay. But there's got to be some reason where there's a lot of similarities with Resident Evil 4 here, and they're doing Resident Evil 4 again also. They might have like a new idea how to incorporate 4 into the like complete universe here. And obviously 4 is part of Resident Evil, but you know, they're basically taking this remake of 2 and 3 and 7 and kind of like taking the OG-ness along with the nuanceness of the 7 trilogy, whatever, and like making it all into one thing and shit. Oh man, shit. Really cool. Just fucking, oh man. So I'm excited for this game because it has a little more fanfaricness to it, and that's, like I said, Twisted Metal 2, that perfect combination of, you know, dark, but it has that cartoon element, but iconicness. I feel like there's a little more injected into Resident Evil 8 here, as far as like iconicness and that, you know, just that certain spirit that Resident Evil has. You know what I mean? Like iconicness, that certain like iconicness of characters and stuff like that. I'm curious to see what this like how these people are vampires and werewolves and shit. I wonder if that has anything to do with you know, how they're gonna incorporate that as a virus or something. Maybe somebody was obsessed with mythological creatures like that, and they made this town of, you know, they kind of brought that to life via like a virus or something. Interesting. So yeah, I'm just like I said, as long as Chris Redfield, they don't kill him or something in the end. I feel like they're not. I got this feeling no, but I really hope not. If they don't, I'll be happy with this game. Yeah. So other than that, I am hope with the hopes that Chris Redfield, they do justice with him. Other than that, I'm excited to see every game that comes out. I'm excited to see how it like fits into the Resident Evil world. And like I had said, the Resident Evil 7, those couple of DLCs, there was a bunch of DLC, but those couple of ones specifically really brought the whole world together. Like, if you were feeling that Resident Evil, and I'm not the only one that said it, other people have told me this too, without me even saying anything, that like Resident Evil 7, like, it doesn't feel like Resident Evil. And then I asked them, well, did you play the DLC? They're like, no. I'm like, you know, I felt the same way before I played the DLC, you know what I mean? So they're doing a really good job, and I was really happy to see with that DLC that they weren't trying. This wasn't like an anger project to where it was like, like only bring back the darkness. You know what I mean? Like, it's just genius all around. It's a reboot, but not, but it is, like I said, and they're bringing back the darkness along with trying something new, but also have a great explanation to why Resident Evil 7 might not have felt 100% all the elements of Resident Evil at first before you play the DLC. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. For the fact that this is not an anger project makes it very beautiful, and it really, you know, fixed my perception of Resident Evil 7. you know, like I said, it is a little more like seriously gross, like you know, but whatever. It's a different part. It's a different section. It's a different area. You know what I mean? So it makes sense, and that's everything. That's what's important. You know what I mean? So I'm excited. You know, this is cool. Chris Redfield's there, and I'm excited to see more incorporation of the Resident Evil world, because they're obviously, you know, making this with love, and that's beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful either way. And I'm just, you know, something like this, you're gonna be always watching out. Like, what does this mean? What does that mean? Oh my God, is that gonna tie into Resident Evil 4? Is that like is that from this? Is that, you know what I mean? That's what you're gonna experience when you play this, and that's beautiful. That's beautiful. You know what I mean? So I'm excited. Now I have to just get that fucking collector's edition. I think I have to do it. It comes out in May, so probably just like, you know, put maybe $20 aside every week or something. So, you know, like some of those. It's like $200. It's crazy, but I'm such a big Resident Evil fan, and like I said, since it's so far away and you do have a chance to like kind of save up for it, that's kind of cool. And like I said, they were doing that statue thing with Resident Evil 2 and 3, Leon and Claire. No, excuse me, Leon and Jill, another OG, Jill. I wasn't expecting that with the the number in the title trilogy. But they are doing it, but at the same time, again, this but that, but this but that, it is the number in the title trilogy, but it's also a statue of Chris Redfield. So it's keeping with the OG character tradition of the statues. Oh my God. So for the fact that it's Chris Redfield, I think I have to do it. But I hope I didn't miss it. I think I might have, but I feel like maybe I didn't. Maybe I did. I don't know. Hopefully it comes back up. That'll be really cool. And or maybe after release they'll get more. But for the fact that it's Chris Redfield, I think I have to do it. And so yeah, Resident Evil 8 is looking. I'm happier. Well, now that I played that Resident Evil 7, those couple of DLCs, I'm good. You know what I mean? If I didn't, either way, this still looks a little, you know, more of the fanfaric in there, which is good. Not just all serious. So, either way, it's good. But, yeah. Oh, man. So, let me know if you guys like Resident Evil as well. If you do, what was your first Resident Evil? And what are your thoughts about this one? And have you pre-ordered it already? Man. And especially after playing Call of Duty for PS5, I'm really excited to see how they incorporate the trigger. That's one thing about PS5, guys. A system is awesome, especially when you want to like experience everything on that system. Like, I want to like experience, even if they remake something, I want to experience on PS5 to see what they do with that control and the trigger. It's really a next step experience. So I'm excited to see how the guns feel and everything, like the shotgun, like, oh shit. Just so cool. In Call of Duty, I'm astonished what they could do with those triggers. Literally, like anything at any point. It's so crazy. Like for example, like a real trigger that you could like press it down a little, but then it stops. Then you have to like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy. But this game looks amazing. Capcom is also always ridiculous at graphics. To experience this world, the graphics, and how it's gonna feel on that controller. And then this Maiden demo, that's cool. It just gives you like a vibe of the graphics and the feel of how it's gonna be. And then he said there's another demo coming out for all the systems later on, a different demo. There's probably gonna be a little more action in there. This is probably just like a little taste right now. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is 2121, February 1st. Whoa. February 1st, 2021. And what a perfect time to end right there. And, yeah, this is the unofficially announced JCM Resident Evil Day. So, like I said, we tried to stream this little event here before, but I guess because of the snowstorm and everything, it was, like, all choppy. So, the plan was to stream the Maiden demo as well, but Lobby won. But I don't know. I hope we can do it. I hope we can do it. Maybe I'll just, do it video style like this as well. We'll see. We'll see. But, yes, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you're going to get this game. And have you played all the Resident Evils? Who's your favorite character? That's a good one. Who's your favorite character? I don't know. Fucking, they're all sick. But the OG team is like my, real favorite. So, always amazing to see Chris Redfield. And I'm just thinking about that multiplayer game, which is cool how they did it in a different style. You know what I mean? Like an artsy style. And it was the actual models, and what's also cool about that, you can see, like, the 2 and 3, like, model style. Obviously it has, like, a coating of, like, comic book look to it, but you can still see, like, the models. And it's going to be interesting to see, like, Resident Evil 7 characters in that third person, like, 2 and 3 remake style, too. You can be Nemesis, that's crazy. Oh, let's imagine you eventually get like a Nemesis versus Mr. X situation going. Obviously, Nemesis is like like a souped up version of Mr. X, so he's like Ultimate Saiyan. Mr. X is like Super Saiyan. But all right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully we see you later for that Maiden demo if we can get it going. And yes, happy 2121 2021 February 1st. Finally getting the jam on all this Resident Evil information. Love it. Very excited. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joey JCM, and I will see you guys. Wow.